I grabbed this party hat from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to start by disassembling it. There's these little tabs on the inside that you can unfold it. And I'm going to cut the sparkly trim at the bottom right off. And I'm going to take the tassel at the top off as well. I found this towel also at the Dollar Tree. It's kind of in the car wash section or the hardware section. And I liked it because it has a lot of texture to it. I'm going to lay out my party hat using a lot of hot glue and gluing it to the towel. Then I'm going to take a pair of scissors and cut out the towel maybe a half of an inch away from the cardboard of the hat. And then I'll have enough material to glue the edges inward. This way I'll have a nice clean edge. Now I'm going to roll my party hat back together and I'm going to hot glue it. I use these clamps to hold it together as the glue cools because that's when the adhesion really kicks in. So I found these little wooden stars and little trees at the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to take they're snowflake stars and trees. And I'm going to take the snowflakes and I'm going to trim them around the base. Then I'm going to take half wooden beads and put them between the snowflakes. I think that came out cute. So now I'm going to do a second hat, and I'm going to do it a little differently. I'm going to be using some chalkboard contact paper. So I'm going to dismantle my hat, and the only difference is the contact paper is sticky, so I'm not going to need the hot glue. And keep in mind, one thing I figured out with this contact paper is you cannot use any hot glue or it would melt. So we're going to have to put it together a little differently, but it was quite easy. I just laid my cardboard down on the contact paper, and then I was able to cut the excess out around, and then I was able to have a cone. And this is just another option. Now I'm going to be using this by a Maker Studio. It's called Holiday Festive. And it's just a pretty print of pine cones and poinsettias. And I'm going to lay my stencil on the contact paper. You want to keep all your packaging for your mesh stencil, as we're going to use that to restore it. I didn't like my stencil sticking to this cardboard, so I took the internal protective paper and put that underneath. And you can find this mesh stencil at chalkatofancy.com. And I'm going to be using the ceramic in the white and my Redesigned by Prima spreader. And I just knew this black and this white was going to look really nice together. And this is just basically, you want to wipe it on. You want a little bit of pressure so that your ceramic paint goes through the mesh. And when I remove the mesh, I'm going to wash that right away and allow my contact paper cone here to dry for 24 hours. And then I'm going to take a stapler and staple the cone back together. Because remember, I cannot use hot glue on this particular contact paper. So I found this garland at Hobby Lobby, I'm going to staple it around the edge of my cone here, going all the way around. Guys, I'd really love to see your Christmas tree cones. This party hat, there's so many options you can use, so many different styles that you can create. So I'd really like to see your Christmas tree cones in the comments. I really hope you enjoyed this video. For other tutorials, go check us out on YouTube. You can now watch all our videos at chalkitupfancy.com. For any paint products, tissue paper transfer, or mesh stencils, chalkitupfancy.com. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.